Have a player in, but to do the interview post-match, but a disappointing result once more.
Yeah, I mean it's a hard one to take. We've just touched on it in the dressing room. I think we had them under so much sustained pressure the second half, pinned them back, and they've almost scored the goals against the run of play. And the way the goals fell to them today, one or two of the goals, especially third one's going to happen when you're trying to pen and obviously get an equaliser, but. The one that's fell to him on the corner, he's only got to touch it over the line. It's fell fortuitous for him, and just little bits like that at the minute. The rub of the green haven't gone for us. I mean, I think in recent weeks we had one or two disappointing displays from our point of view on how we can play and what we've shown previously in the season. But today I thought it was a large improvement on that, and like you say, it's hard to take the result in the end.
Yeah, first half I think up in the press box we all thought it was quite a dull, uneventful half really, poor standards, but we came out second half and really took the game to Hyde there.
I think so, yeah. I think it was quite flat the first half. I think it was, like I say, very even, scrappy, sort of not a lot happening in the game first half. But I think we came out with a lot of intent the second half, and like I say, we really penned them back at times. Played some good stuff on a difficult pitch, I've got to say. I mean, we know the problems that we've had on there, and you can see it at the minute. It's really lively, and it's difficult to get the ball down and to move it about, and that's something that the gaffer obviously wants us to do, and it emphasises it's the way he wants to play, and so that makes it difficult at times, but you've got to keep trying to do it and doing the right things. And I think second half, like I say, we've got the back of them a lot. We've put some good balls in the box, and like I say, it is disappointing to take at the other end then once they kind of hit us on the break almost. But the one thing that you can take from today is that we're heading in the right direction in terms of a performance the second half, and like I say, there were some moments of quality from our wide men, especially getting at them, and the front boys. There's a few times it opened up to shoot, and we just didn't quite have that final finish, and that's something that we'll obviously have to work on, because on another day we can put them out of sight before it even gets to what it does. So there's something to work on, but like I say, positives to take as well.
Yeah, you say the wide man. I think Joe Cuff in particular, once he got on into the game early on, and you know he really did cause some trouble for them down our left side, didn't he? Got a lot of space, and
yeah, he did. I mean,
beat the men.
Yeah, he's got a lot of pace about him. He's direct, and that's a big positive for us. And a number of times in the second half, he got at the full back and caused him all sorts of problems. And like I say, that final finish or the final ball didn't quite fall for us, and then like I say at their end it sort of fell fortuitously for them a few times, and you just wonder, but I've just said in there, like, and a lot of the lads have touched on, the more times you do that and the more times you replicate that sort of performance and you put the ball in the box in good areas, it will eventually fall for you and you will start to put the chances away.
Yeah, interestingly, I've just been listening to the Hyde manager's interview, and he said, worst game I've seen ever, which I think was probably a bit harsh, but they were lucky to get anything out of it. You know, he said 3-1, you know, we were lucky to get anything. So I think that's a fair reflection on.
I think they'll be delighted with that, don't get me wrong, because I thought at large parts of the game they were poor, to be fair, and that's no disrespect to them, because they've shown that they're a threat from especially on the break today, and then from set plays and things like that, and they've shown with some of the results recently that they're no mugs themselves. But I think, like you say, the first half of the game was probably, there wasn't anything in it. It was a scrappy game, and the pitch, I think, played a big part in that today. The ball was lively and bobbly, and the final ball just wouldn't come off. And I think they're looking at times when they were penned back and they were on the ropes and they were holding on. So for them to come away and win it as they did in the end, I mean, the scoreline makes it look comfortable. It certainly wasn't.
No. Word on the two new guys we had in today. I thought they both did well.
I thought they did very well, yeah. I thought Burnsy at the back did very well, and I suppose he'd be disappointed to have conceded 3 really, because he didn't do a great deal wrong in the game, and then he's done well to get us back in the game at 2-1 with his finish as well. He's took that away well, and likewise in midfield, I thought that the new lad did very well. Put himself about, he gets about, and at times on a difficult pitch he tried to get it down and play, so they're big positives for us. They both looked to make good impacts, and like I say, I'm looking forward to seeing how they do in recent the future games coming.
And about yourself, what's the news with yourself?
I think today was probably just a little bit too early for me. I'd strained the hamstring about a week and a half, 2 weeks back now. I tried to play in the Tuesday game at home here, and then 20 minutes into the game it really did start to pull on me. And then I've just sort of had to settle it down to begin with and just stepped up my work this week, and probably this game just came a little bit too early for me. And I'm hoping to step up the work next week and be thereabouts next week. So that's a positive in terms of I'm feeling a lot better than it was sort of a week ago.
And how are you enjoying life at Stafford Rangers?
Yeah, I mean, like I say, it's been kind of up and down at the minute, hasn't it? And I thought we probably 4 or 5 games ago we showed real signs of the type of side that we could be, and I don't think I'm too discouraged by the recent sort of blip, if you will. I think there's still signs that we've got quality, and that with 1 or 2 additions we can definitely be around it. But I think sometimes it takes time as well when you're putting players together, and you need time to gel, and you don't always have it because the games come thick and fast at Saturday, Tuesday. So I think now as the games start to be Saturday a little bit more, and you've got the other cups involved, I think it might just give us a little bit more chance to do some work on the training ground and do some patterns of how we want to play. And like I said today, I think that showed from the week we've had last week that there was good signs from our player today. We looked positive, and especially second half we looked positive in what we were trying to do, and we looked a threat. And like I say, we just lacked in that final finish today, and on another day, and hopefully in the future we'll have put a game like that to bed before they have the chance to break as they did.
Okay, thanks very much, Lee.
No worries.